Assalamu alaikum. Let's start with another topic today. Today we are going to do exercise 5.5 which deals with fractions with decimals. So we as a mathematicians we do not like a fraction which has both a decimal and under this line as well. If there is a term which has a fraction as well as a decimal, that's a nightmare. We do not want that. So instead, what we do, we get rid of these decimal points and we make it an integer so that it has a uniformity. Like nobody would like to solve a question like this. This is u. And if the question is like this, it is much easier for us to go for and do it. So what we do here is we remove them by multiplying it by 10. For example, if we have 0.1 divided by 3, I'm just taking this worked example. So we have to get rid of this decimal point, this scary decimal point. What we do is we just multiply it by 10. And we know that multiplying 0.1 with 10 will give us 1. But this is cheating. We do not do that. For that हम लोग क्या करते हैं, डिनोमिनेटर में भी उसको 10 से मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे. So this way we will have 3 into 10, 1 over 30. So nobody will say that 0.1 over 3 and 1 over 30 is not equal. These are indeed and in fact an equivalent terms, equivalent fractions, and we can change their ways like this. So similarly, if we look at B part, 1.3 divided by 2.4, which has decimal place on both of the values in the numerator as well as the denominator. तो हम उसको 10 से दोनों तरफ मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे and we will get the final product which will have no decimal point. In the C part we can see यहाँ पे हमारे पास 2 decimal places हैं, so it's okay, we will multiply it from on the numerator and denominator with 100. If we have something like 0.110 or like let's say 0.113, so we will multiply it by 1000 to remove all the decimals and it will become 113. It's very simple because we are shifting our decimal to the right. We are reducing the number of zeros. So 10 it will become 113. It's as simple as that. Let's move on to exercise now. On to our exercise 5.5. Let's take question number 1. Let me change the color. I do not really like it. Let's keep it a little brighter. So we have 1 in pink. Alright. So we have 0.3 divided by 12. We have to multiply it by what? 10, because we have one decimal place and denominator में भी हम उसको 10 से ही multiply करेंगे. We will get 3 over 120. Now this is not simplified. We need to simplify it as well. We can see 3 1 is 3 and 3 4 is 12 and then 0 40. 1 over 40. That will be the answer for question 1. Question 2. 0.4 divided by 0.5. We have to multiply it by 10 on both sides. ये हमारे पास बन जाएगा 4 over 5 and there is no need to simplify it further because it cannot be simplified further. Now the third part, the question number 3, that is 6 divided by 0.7. We have to multiply it by 10 and it will become 60 divided by 7 and it cannot be further solved. But we can see कि ये हमारे पास improper fraction है. So let's make it mixed fraction because we do not usually like this form. We prefer proper fractions or mixed numbers. Mixed number form. So 7 will be 7 multiplied by 7, 8 is 56, right? Oh sorry, yes. 56 and 60 minus 56 is 4, so it will become 8 4 over 7. So this will be the answer for part 3. Now if you look at it, ये इतना सा portion, it's a proper fraction. That's why it's called a mixed fraction, mixed form. Now on to question number 4. Question number 4, now we have one decimal place on the top and two decimal places on the bottom. Should we multiply it by 10 or 100? I think you answered correctly. It should be multiplied with 100. So 0.7 multiplied by 100 will not give us 7. It will in fact give us 70 divided by 14. But for those, for example, someone said, no, I said multiply it by 10. Why didn't you multiply it by 10? Because there was one decimal place in the top. Let's do that. It's okay. It will become 7 over 1.4. Wait, what? It still has a decimal place even though we multiplied it by 10 to remove it. Yes, we removed the numerator, but denominator से हमने remove नहीं किया. For that we have to multiply it again with 10 and 10 and it will become 70 over 14, which is the same answer as this one. But this one we got it from just 100. So that's why we skipped 2 steps and go for the 1 step. Okay, now can we simplify it? Yes, 14.1 is 14, 14.5 is 70. So the question answer for question 4 will be 5. For question number 5, we have 36 over 1.5. We have to multiply it by 10. Very simple. It will become 360 over 15 and we can multiply it. We know that I just know 15 multiplied by 24. It should be 360. Let's find out. 5 4 is 20. 4 1 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 5 2 is 10. 2 1 is 2 plus 3. Voila, it's 360. 15 1 is 15. 15 24 is 30. 360. So 24 is the answer for question number 5. For question number 6, we have 0.23 multiplied by 5 over 12. But 0.3 multiplied by 5 is 12. We have to multiply it. Now what we can already do is हम इसके डिनोमिनेटर को हम लोग रिमूव कर सकते हैं. सॉरी, इसके डेसिमल को हम रिमूव कर सकते हैं by multiplying it by 10. और you can see कि अगर यहाँ पे 0.3 है तो 0.3 over 1 is also the fraction. अब उसको हम fraction form में ले आए हैं. So we are going to multiply 10 divided by 10 with 0.3 over 1 and then 5 over 12. Let's say हम 5 over 12 को भी सिर्फ साथ लिख रहे हैं, हम उसको solve नहीं करते हैं. ऊपर वाला solve करते हैं, it will become 3 over 10 because 10 will be multiplied by 0.3 तो वो 3 बन जाएगा. 10 into 1 is 10 and 5 over 12. Now if you see ये बिल्कुल एक multiplication of fractions बन गया है. 5 1 is 5, 5 2 is 10, 3 1 is 3, 3 4 is 12, 1 over 4 2 is 8. ये हमारे पास फाइनल जो है उसकी फॉर्म सिंप्लीफाइड फॉर्म आ गई है. For question number 7, we can see हमारे पास है 0.4 multiplied by 1.5 multiplied divided by 1.6. अब हम लोग अगर इसमें देखें तो हमारे पास 3 ऐसे डिजिट्स हैं जिनके अंदर हमारे पास डेसिमल प्लेसेस आ रहे हैं. तो इसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे, हम लोग सिंपली इसको 0.4 over 1 हम लोग कर सकते हैं. हम यहाँ पे एक ब्रैकेट बना देते हैं, एक बिगर ब्रैकेट 0.4 over 1 multiplied by 1.5 divided by 1.6 उसके अंदर लिखकर उसको हम लोग फुल को मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे 10 over 10 से. Now we have to multiply it inside. So 10 into 0.4 will be 4 over 10 multiplied by 1.5 multiplied by 10, it will become 15 and it will become 60. So now if we are going to cancel out things, we can see 5 2 is 10, 5 3 is 15, 2 2 is 4 4 1 is 4, yes, and 4 is 16. So now we have 3 into 1, that's 3, 4 into 2, that's 8, 4 2 is 8. So that will be the answer for question number 7. For question 8 and the last part of this exercise, we will have 2.8 divided by 0.7 multiplied with 1.44 divided by 0.6. Now again, what we are going to do is we are going to keep a bracket, and with which number we are going to multiply the fraction with? We are going to do with 10 over 10 or 100 over 100. I think after question number 4, it should be clear that we are going to multiply it with 100 over 100. Why? Because even though हमारे पास सिर्फ एक सिंगल चीज़ है जो कि जिसके ऊपर 2 डेसिमल प्लेस है पर वो एग्जिस्ट करती है, राइट? तो अब हमने उसका ध्यान रखना है, इसलिए सबको हम लोग प्लस एक और यहाँ पे एक्स्ट्रा जीरो बन जाएंगे, पर हमें इसका भी ख्याल करना पड़ेगा. सो 100 जब इन दोनों इस फ्रैक्शन के साथ मल्टीप्लाई होगा तो ये 100 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 2.8 will be 280, and then 0.7 when will be multiplied with 100 it will become 70. It will be multiplied with 1.44, so it will become 144, and 0.6 multiplied by 100 will become 60. Now simply we need to cancel it out. 7 or 0 will be cancelled out. 7 1 is 7, and can we simplify 144 with 7? We actually cannot. But 7 1 is 7, 7 4 is 28. So that's it. And 144 divided by 60 can be solved through अगर हम लोग इसको बहुत सिंपल स्टेजेस से देखें तो हम इसको 2 से भी बार बार डिवाइड कर सकते हैं क्योंकि ये दोनों इवन नंबर्स हैं. But if you look at 144, that's basically the you can see 12 square is 144. So you can also already see that 12 5 is 60, 12 12 is 144. Now, is there something else that can be simplified? No. So 4 into 12, 4 over 1 multiplied by 12 over 5. So this is the state that we are in. So what will be the answer? 4 multiplied by 12 would be 48 divided by 5. But again, this is an improper fraction. We need to convert it into a mixed form. So 5 multiplied by 9 will be 45. And we will have 3 remaining. So the final answer would look like 9 3 over 5. So that will be the answer for exercise 5.5. I hope it was helpful.